Radioactive materials and radiation are unnatural. They did not exist on Earth until created by scientists. This is false because radiation comes from the sun and radon comes from the Earth. This is also true because scientists can create radioactive materials on Earth such as nuclear weapons.
All radiation causes cancer. This is false because too much radiation can cause cancer. If you stay in the sun too long, you'll get skin cancer, and if you get too many x-rays, then it can cause cancer as well.
Individuals vary widely in how they are affected by exposure to radiation.
This is true because the higher you are in elevation, the more radiation you get from the sun. So it does vary between places. For example, Colorado, we have a higher radiation because we have a military base in Colorado.
Small amounts of matter change to immense quantities of energy in nuclear weapons.
For this question, it doesn't matter about how much energy is inside of it because the E equals mc squared. C squared is the speed of light, and the speed of light is already fast, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, like energy moves so fast, it doesn't change the quality of the nuclear matter or the nuclear waste. I'm saying we about to make
medical x-rays are dangerous.
This is true and false at the same time because if you get too many x-rays, then it can lead to cell damage and break down the nucleus of your cells. But if you don't get many x-rays every year, then it won't affect your cells much. Here's what happens. It breaks down the nucleus and it messes with your DNA, and then it causes cell damage.
Nuclear power plants create serious hazards to public health and the environment. Eastside.
This is false because the nuclear power plants have a great mechanism for storing, great techniques for storing. They do underwater storage, and they put it under the water to store it, compact together to block the radiation. And then after 5 years of storage underwater, then they put it outside, inside of an outside container. And then they have permanent storage where they bury the nuclear waste. So it's not gonna affect the environment, but at the same time, like in Japan, if a tsunami comes or an earthquake happens and the nuclear power plant was happen to explode or something, then it could be a hazard to the environment.
New dangerous elements are being invented every day.
This is false because the new elements that are being invented are very unstable, so their lifespan and half-life is only a couple seconds, so they end up deteriorating and dying fast. And the elements created inside of nuclear power plants are not dangerous because they're used for energy purposes. A tablet this small, 8 of them, can create energy for a modern day house for a whole year.
All nuclear medical techniques are highly dangerous. Nuclear medicine technologists operate cameras that detect and map the radioactive drug in a patient's body to create diagnostic images. After explaining test procedures to patients, technologists prepare a dosage of the radiopharmaceutical I don't know how to say that word.
Oh, it ain't even recorded.
And administer it by mouth, injection, inhalation, or other means. They position patients and start a gamma scintillation camera, or scanner, which creates images of the distribution of a radiopharmaceutical as it localizes in and emits signals from the patient's body. The images are produced on a computer screen or on a film for a physician to interpret.
But at the same time, they can be dangerous because too much radiation in the body can damage the cells, because since they're using the gamma radiation for the nuclear medicine, then the gamma radiation is an ionized radiation, and the ionized radiation can break down the cells from the inside and mess up your DNA.